So today we're gonna start our next topic, data type array, right? So what is array? So we have learned about string, number, boolean, null, undefined. Now is array, right? So all right. So array are a construct. So what is array now, right? Array are a construct that programmers use to store related values in a single variable. So we know, right? We store data in a variable. A variable is like a basket where we store something, right? Any data type you can store, any data type. Until now we have learned about primitive data type like single value, number, string, boolean, array, null, undefined. They are all single value, right? So what is the now help of array? I mean, why do we need array, right? Just remember, array can let us use multiple value, something like this. Means in the array, how we define array, right? Or how you construct array, square bracket, okay? And then inside the square bracket, we can add any data type, any data type. Just remember, any data type. We know, right? Data types are number, string, boolean, array, object, null. You can add undefined, defined, right? So far we know how to write all these data type. Okay, why I'm saying data type is very important, right? I This is the like basic backbone of the programming, right? Without data there will be no programming. Okay, so we must know how to write our data correctly. Okay, so number is string, boolean, array, object, null, undefined. These are our data type. We can store all these in a array. Okay, so array can store basically any data type, right? But the most used case is, we store similar kind of data. For example, if we need to store the student information from the school, we can use array because each student is an object and each object is a one data. Like this is an object, right? So this object can be one student. So like this object we can put here thousands of students. Okay, just imagine this object is a student, right? And you can put this inside the array unlimited. Okay, you can do that. For example, let's say let students, right? Students equal to data. I mean, in a variable we can store data, correct? That is array. You can store we can store any kind of data, right? But let's talk about array right now. So this is a student. Now in one school there are thousands of students, so each student is an object. So a student can have ID 1, can have a name John, right? So John is a string. John can have a age, maybe age is a number, so let's call it 12. Then can have a class, let's call it 5, right? Can have phone number, right? Phone. So you can put maybe string or number, whatever, it does not matter. One, let's call it plus 974665532, something like that, right? Because we are using plus and dash here, so you can put in a string. If you just want to add a number, you can use a number also, right? Parent name, something like that. I mean, you can add whatever, right? So this is one object, one student. Okay, now you can add thousands of objects like this for 1,000 students. Okay, so you can do that. Let me copy this. So we must be clear now, right? In array we can store any data like that. Clear? So every data in an array is separate with comma, right? Comma. So this means similar kind of data. Array is good for storing similar kind of data. So this is just the object. I mean, you can have anything inside the object, does not matter, right? You can store string, I mean, but this is one object, that's it. This is the object and similar pattern. Okay, we're going to create new objects like this for as many as we need. Let's say we have thousands of students, we can create 1,000 objects. Each object is one student. Clear? Okay, so that is how we create array, right? Now how you going to find the length of array here? Length, right? So let's console dot log students. So that is st, I spelled student wrong, right? stu students, stu students dot length. Basically array, this student is what? When you call this student, I'm getting this array, the value, right? This is the value. Value means data dot length. So let's run this code. So if we go see, there is two data, right? Two data inside. Clear? If I put here 5 and run again, it will give me 3 data. Okay, so each data is separate with comma, but best thing is we always store similar kind of data inside the array. That is more use case, right? All right, so next thing what we're going to learn is we know how to find the length. Array dot array dot length. Okay, array dot length. Array basically, you know, not array but array, right? Array dot length. Hopefully that is okay. Array dot length. Okay, so what are the importance, like some common methods of array, right? Array: push, pop, shift, unshift. So I will show you now how this works. Okay, so let's say let num, right, equal to simple array. It has maybe 5 number, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. Okay, now I will console.log num dot push. So if when I say num, right, num dot, and it will, when I put num dot in front of array, I get all this function, like pop, push, all that. Okay, map, a lot of splice. Look at that. So I will do the push first. We use it array dot push, and I want to push 100, right? Now what push will do is, push method will add this to the back here, right? How we know that? Console.log num. So let's call this array again, because we just added 100 to this array, and read after adding we should get the new array, basically new updated array, right? So let's do that. So see that 100 in the back here, right? So this basically what this does. I mean, I don't know why I did console log push, right? No need to do that. I'm not printing anything. Just leave it like that. Num.push 100 and run. See, so we just add the 100 to the back. Now let's do num.pop, right? So what is pop? Oh, okay, I think I did some not correct here. So pop means it will just remove, right, something from the back. So it will just take out 100. You just remove the 100, right, means it is giving you back 100. Okay, pop means it will just take out the 100, but if you just leave it like that, you're not gonna get anything. This returns 100 back, right? But how we can get that? We have to save it or print it, so let's say let n equal to, so now when I pop, I can store in the n, and then I can console log and check, right, n. So let's do that. See, I just pop it 100 from the back. Now if you call this console log norm again after pop, what we can get? We get array without 100. See that? Okay, so push means adding in the back and pop means removing from the back. What is important is pop, when you pop something, it will remove it, okay? But if you need that removed data, then you must save it somewhere. If you don't do that, then that will be gone, right? It will pop and that data is vanished. I mean, you cannot access that. It's removed, right? But if you need that data, you must store in the variable. Okay. What is shift and unshift now? Shift and unshift, right? So same process, but from the front here. Shift will add, right? And unshift will, shift means adding and unshift means removing, right? Push and pop in the beginning. So let's take that one. So norm is the array dot shift, and how much? Maybe 200. Let's look at now. I hope, I think I'm confused now, right? Shift and unshift. Let's check what it will do. Okay, console.log. I always get confused between shift and unshift. So I will just call the norm F5. So shift means removing. Okay, shift means removing, right? So 5, 6. So look at here. It just remove the uh, 5 from the front, right? Shift. But I will go back and then num. So see, when I remove, I did not save that data, right? I did not store anywhere. So that is gone. This will just remove it from the front, but we did not store, so it is gone. But when you run the, when you call this norm or this array, what happened? You have this new array with without 5 in the beginning, right? So let's do on shift. So norm dot on shift, and we're gonna add 200. I mean, you can add to multiple number also, right? 300. Let's do that. And now I will read again the array num. So see, we added 300 and 200 here in the front. Okay. So we learned about the 4 let's say important method, right? Something why we call function. This is also a function, okay? But we, in the programming language, right, this is called method. Why? Because they are the part of JavaScript programming, right? They already built inside the, in the some methods are for array, some for string. We have seen for string also, an array. Now we see for array there are many. You'll see, right, how uh, as we progress in our exercise, you're going to see the couple of more methods. So fine, so this is all done, the basic part of array. Now one more thing, right? If I need to read this data, let's say I want to read now, right? I want to read 200. How? Again, if you remember the string, start with 0 index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So index will be same, right? We know the length also. If I go ahead and check the num length, right? Okay, and run the code. So length is 7, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, so that is, we did not read that. Okay. How many are there? 5 is from before, and then 200 and 307. Okay, so that is the length 7. Let me read here. Console.log, and we can call this num and run the code. Okay, so we have length 7, and you see there is 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7 elements inside the array. Now, what is the index of last element? Length minus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the length. Index will go from 0. That's why, because length start with 1, 2, 3. Index start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So always length minus 1, you will get last index. So if I have to read the last item, console.log, I will do num dot oh, because this is the num is an array, right? A square bracket, and I will put 6 here, and let's run that. So I get 10. Okay, that is the last item, 10. Right, this is the 10. I get 10 here. Clear? Length is 7, but index is 6. But I don't know how long is that array, right? So how am I going to get the last index? So num dot length, same formula like string, and minus 1, and it will give me the last index. So I get the 10 again here. Okay, good. So we know how to find the element of the array, or how to grab the element of the array. Array square bracket index, if pass the number here, either 0, 1, 2, something like that. Clear, clear, clear. Okay, so now, right, the the exercise start here. A array, let's do this one. I will do couple of, and then we're going to stop. Just solve maybe 3, 4. So inside array A, I will add this. To write a function total that accepts an array of number as an argument, the function should, right, the function should return the total sum of all elements of an array. So basically, this function total should return the sum of all this number inside the array. All right, let's do this. Const function name is total equal to function, and function takes array as a value, right? Now function is getting the whole, I mean, this is one array, so I have one parameter here, one variable, right, or equal parameter. Now again, remember, I have to create result equal to, right now, 0. My result has value 0. I need to read, right, each item from this array. How? When I have to repeat now, index 0, 1, 2, like that. Okay, how I'm gonna get index 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, like that? By array, just create array. Sorry, for loop, let I equal to 0, because I need index 0. I less than array dot length, same like a string, and I plus plus. Now I have access to this index, which will help me to grab the item from, or element from, this array. How? So okay, let element equal to array square bracket I, right? And result plus equal to element, because when index is 0, I put here 0, array 0, I get 3. When index become 1, here will be 1, and I get 2. It will give me 2, right? So when I get 2, I just add to the result, basically result. Next time I get the 8, I add to the result again. And when my for loop is done, I will return result, and done. So let's run this code. So we have 13, 12, 7, and 0 answer. Okay, let's look at the next one. So now, array will be fun, right? It's similar to string, but you can do a lot more things here, right? In the array, I mean, you can store. This is array is basically storage, right? Our powerhouse, to store the data. So when we do the full stack development, there you're gonna have the form to fill out. When you fill the form, you're gonna store data inside this array as an object, So array is very important, right? And we must understand how things work here. So stay positive JS. Let's solve this. Stay positive JS. Function stay positive, and here will be array, right? Because we're passing one array to the function. I mean, we can solve like this, or let's do the what we are following, right? Create a variable. Okay, so write a function stay positive that accepts an array of a number as an argument. So our argument is array, the number. It says return an array. Basically, we need to return new array containing only the positive number. So see, just have to get the positive number. That's it, right? Remove minus negative one. Okay. So how are we gonna do that? So I need to return the new array. So new array equal to empty right now. Now I have to grab each item from the array. Then I need a loop, because if I don't get each item from the array, how I gonna check if they are positive or negative? So I have to do that, right? Array dot length, and I plus plus. So up to here we know that. So what we'll do now, right? Let I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. So let element array square bracket I. So that will give me, this is gonna give me each element from this array. Index 0, I get first one. When I become 1, I will get second, and then third and fourth, like that. So this loop will run until this array element, okay? As long as I is less than the length, this loop is going to run. And when the loop is running, so the process inside here gonna happen, right? So you have the element. Now you're gonna check if that element is positive or negative. So if this element is greater than 0, correct? The 10 is greater than 0. Minus 4 is not, right? So if that is true, then I will call the new array dot push this element, and that's it. That is all gonna do. You just have to do this. This loop will be done. When the loop finishes, you have the new positive array. So return that new array. uh, so if I run this code, see we have this all positive number: 10, 3, 6, 11, 30.3, and then this is the empty, because they both are negative, right? All right, let's look at the next one. So blip vowels. Basically, when you find the vowel, right, in this question, what's saying is when you find the vowel in this string, replace it with a star. So SKA is a vowel, you add a star there. T and then E is vowel, you add star. So just blip, like remove the vowels with star, or replace, right? Better. Const blip vowels equal to function, and it has string data, so we're gonna call it a string. Okay, and because we need to return a new string, something like this, so I will create a new string equal to empty, and then I'm going to do the loop for getting each character from the string. So again, index will be start from 0 for a string also, right? If index is less than string dot length, then keep moving the control or loop. So now let each character equal to string square bracket I. See, string I will give me each character, s one time, then k next time, a next time, like that. So what I'm going to do now, right? I mean, vowels. We know the vowels, right? How you going to write vowel? That VOWELs, vowels equal to AEIOU. You can do this. Just store here, right, in string, and then we're going to check if vowels dot includes what, this character, right? It will give you true or false. Okay, right? If that is true, if that there is a vowel, right, in this, if that character is inside this vowel, you get true. That means in that situation we have to uh, add the star in our string, so that will be star. Okay, else if that character is not vowel, then just store to the string, new string, character. Now once this loop is finished, right, once loop is complete, the finally we just return a new string and run this code and check. So you can see it looks something like this, right? So it works. Okay, guys. So just try it. I believe this will be good enough for today, and then tomorrow we're gonna try to complete this arrays also. All right. Thank you very much.